what do you think is the most important thing new mixers should do?
Mix other people's recipes. That's the number one thing they should do. That's the first thing they should do.
And you keep doing that. You keep doing that, and you keep doing that. You don't stop doing that until you've done it at least 15 or 20 times.
I was going to say just get all your flavorings and mix them together. It's not that the way you should.
No,
you never do that.
What if you think you are much clever and you know more than any other mixer that have been doing that for years?
You're not.
Yeah, I got news for you. You're not going to be the one.
No.
Fuck.
You're not Keanu Reeves, for sure.
No, that's for sure. I'm Carlos Reeves. Finger guns.
So, what do you think the best course of action to actually finding those recipes is, though?
What do you mean by that?
What's the first thing that they should do?
Before they even buy flavors. Yeah, you.
Me?
You way in the back.
Yes. Okay, I think you should know how to choose the recipe from someone else that you should mix.
Right.
Because that's not easy when you just start mixing.
Chances are you're doing this because you vaped commercial stuff before, so you know what you kind of already like. So maybe you're trying to go after something. Don't even go after clones. Go after stuff that's along the lines of what you know it is, like what you know you like. A bakery, a dessert.
If you like Diner's Lady, what is the name? Lemon tart?
Diner's Lady. Yep.
if you like Diner's Lady lemon tart, look for a lemon pie, lemon tart, or something like that. So you should go to all the flavors or Eliquid recipes, put in the search bar lemon pie, and filter those recipes by ranking.
Right.
Because other people have mixed these recipes and they say that they're either good or bad and they rate them. That's the kind of recipe that you want to start with. Something that has been proven, that's been mixed by other mixers, and they say it's good.
Right.
And just buy those flavorings for that recipe.
If we're going off of the diner lady thing, the diner lady lemon tart, if we're going after that, don't go to the flavor site and buy the stuff you think is going to make you the diner lady. Don't do that. There are dozens of lemon tart, lemon pie recipes. There's dozens of them. You buy the ones that are the most highly rated recipe and then you mix that up.
And once you have that list sort by ranking, look for those recipes that are more new. Don't try to mix recipes that are 6 years old, because
right,
we have newer flavorings, better flavorings, and more variety right now. So the flavors that you're going to buy if you pick a more actual recipe are going to be more useful for you.
Yeah, and so if you pick out the lemon tart profile and you really like one, and you think you might like one recipe, write those flavors down that you're going to need. Maybe pick out another recipe that you think you might like. If it's a strawberry shake or something that's highly rated, write down those flavorings for that, so that when you buy flavorings from a company, you're not making multiple orders, you know?
Okay, you have the recipe, you bought the flavorings. What's next?
I think you should definitely take notes on the recipe, the way that you taste it. Think about it very objectively. Try to describe the type of lemon that it might be. What's that pie crust kind of doing? Write those down so you can cross-reference them to the flavors that are in the recipe.
Yeah, if you're trying to learn, what I like to do is not to vape that recipe while I'm driving home. I vape it watching at the recipe. Not all the time. You're not going to vape 120 ml.
Only vape when you're looking at the recipe. That's the only time you do it.
It teaches a mixer what that particular flavor is doing in that particular recipe. So if you're looking at your recipe and you're vaping it and it's the lemon tart, probably one of the first things that you're going to pick out is the lemon. Write notes down, make a mental note of what that particular lemon flavor is doing in that recipe. And that'll help you understand other recipes later.
I couldn't agree more.
And also, the process of mixing other people's recipes is going to make you more comfortable with the tools, with the process of mixing before you start making your own recipes.
Yeah, how you'll start to just know exactly how much this bottle from Bull City, like, it's going to give me this weight as soon as I do one drop.
And also, it's important, you vape it, I always try to leave some of that mix left, so I can come back to the recipe like 1 month later or weeks later, I don't know.
Basically, you got to revisit them. So sometimes it might be useful for you to make a batch, split it into two, and be like, all right, this is my shake and vape, tester, and then this is my longer steep tester. I want to see, how does this one change compared to this one?
Yeah, there's so many highly rated recipes that when you first mix them up, they're good. But if you set them off to the side and let them like set for a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month, then pick them back up, then it's like, oh wow, now I know what they're talking about. This is really, really good. There's certain flavorings that just take that long to really bloom.
So I have a question for you guys. How long do you think people should do this for?
Forever. Try other people's recipes forever.
I heard a guy talk about this just the other day. He said you only get good at something if you do it for 10,000 hours. So I suggest 10,000 hours do this before moving on to the next level.
Keep doing this until you're comfortable, until you get to really understand the flavors that you already bought. Don't go try buying other flavors and stuff and mix it up. That comes later. But right now, I think you should try at least 5 or 10 different recipes. And just, you'll find ones that you like. Certain ones you might be like, this isn't really for me. But you can stick to the ones that you really like and then just keep trying those over and over and over.
Yeah, and this is actually going to save them money by just buying the flavorings for this. You don't want to just go out and buy, all the flavors that you think you might want. Mm-hmm. Stick with this plan. Trust us, it works.
Enjoy the satisfaction of vaping something that you made.
You didn't have to drive all the way to the vape store, the vape shop, and gamble on if you're going to like it or not. You got a ton of reviews there from people who really know about mixing and stuff and knowing about actual flavors.
And then it's adapting, but we're going to talk about that in a different video, right?
That's kind of the next step.
Yeah, you got to slow your roll. You ain't ready for that shit yet.
Stay on the first step first for a while. Just roll with it. Keep going with it. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
It really is a lot of fun to mix up other people's recipes and try them out. It's a lot of fun. You learn so much from it. Stick with that. And
be brave.
Yeah, I guess. Be brave.